Mike 22. Come to my work. We want it. Come to my work. Green, triple team. Mike 22.
From the red zone now, Winston. Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin as the first. As the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now it's Lindsey. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Flacco leads to Lindsey on the draw. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Here as he's taken down.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. From the shotgun to give to Jones. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Mike 22, Mike 22. Double the Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike. Hey, they scared. Mike 22. Hey, even. You ain't going nowhere. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Hustle.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Derek Wolfe in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Taking it about the 36. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10. On first down, it's Lindsey. Fighting his way through contact. There he goes left side. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Phillip Lindsey, 46 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. And now it's blocked. This is going the other way. But he will not be able to bring this one back, and the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
Well, times have definitely changed on the PAT, on the extra point, haven't they? A lot more effort goes into this play from both sides.
Yeah, because let's face it, a lot of time on extra points, the effort is not what it is when you're trying to block a field goal.
No doubt about it. And before, when the ball was snapped on the 2-yard line, there's really a virtual chip shot. Now everyone believes they can get to it and knock it away, and we know how crucial every point is. So the defensive guys, they spent a lot more time trying to get that done, which means there's more pressure on the offensive guys trying to kick it.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A gain of 3, second down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Easy. Let's go, let's convert. He's checking. Crash. Watch twist.
Again, it's Jones. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
And it's 3rd down.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down.
Max 22. Wait. Boom. 22's coming. Mike. You're not ready. Max 22. Cut.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. And that is incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. Here's Bradley Pinion now. He's been terrific so far. This is taken at about the 14. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll go again with Lindsey. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Lindsey. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Phillip Lindsey with now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. So what was already a game to remember becomes even more so, as that touchdown run, a lengthy one, takes him over 200 yards now for the game.
And I love the fact that to get over 200, It took a pretty good sprint, didn't it? I mean, a lot of times you get 1 or 2 yards and, oh, he's over 200 yards. But that really put an exclamation point on the game he's having. Fantastic. A lot of fun to watch.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
A first down throw for Winston. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Jeremiah Tauchu. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Check 4, check 4. Wide, get wide.
They'll run it with Jones. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. They'll go again to Jones. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. Here's Bradley Pinion now. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on for the 5th time here today. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line.
At their own 12-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display. Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid game. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Here we go.
Another run by Lindsey. He's got a first down past the 30. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, we got 3 down, 3 down. Check 31, check 31. Check, lucky.
They'll run here with Lindsey. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's Lindsey. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46.
Hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Check 15, check 15. Switch it.
They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. Give them 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
Well, sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big 3rd down conversion. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Running right, this is Freeman. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Here's a give to Lindsey running right. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down.
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line to hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Lindsey, and he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the 1st down. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. You talk about a big kick under pressure in the 4th quarter. I mean, that wasn't like a 33-yarder. That was long distance.
Not only does it show the faith that they have in him, but also remember, if they miss that one, they're giving up the ball near midfield, so they had to be very confident that he was going to put that one through the post.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Airing this one out for Evans. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. That'll bring it.
Certainly were, but how about the reaction time and the instincts back deep to force the incompletion? We might need to mark this one down. We may look back and say that was a game-saving play.
Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. Let's go.
On 2nd down, Winston again. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. A crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Boy, what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happened?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of two halves, won't you?
Right, but I'm a bad writer.
I don't know exactly what happened, because sometimes teams can go in with a lead and get too comfortable, too relaxed, and a couple of things go wrong, and it's hard to get back that good feeling.
They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's a run on 1st down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 47-yard line.
Mike 80. 54. Mike 54. You're over here.
A give, running right, Lindsey. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
I got you, son. I got you, son. Block it. Gun.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He completes this to Sutton. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 33.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number 1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
They'll run on first down. It's Lindsey. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
All right, just go ahead and say it with me. That was a
mistake,
yes,
for sure.
Without a doubt, because at some point, put your foot in the ground, get upfield, and get down protecting the ball. Don't go out of bounds, because when you go out of bounds, you're really just helping the defense.
Yeah, not to be too hyperbolic, but it's like giving the D an extra timeout, isn't it?
It certainly is. Gives them a chance to regroup, and it means you have to snap the ball an additional time, which always means the possibility of a mistake.
Behind, Jeff, wait! Behind, Jeff, Renee!
On 3rd down, Lindsey. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. Only a 1-yard gain, but good enough to just about finish this one off. On first down, it's Lindsey. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Oh, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next.